There we go. Hey, look at that. Have plenty of light. Awesome. Alright. So, thank you for joining me. This is Muerterrey. Muerterrey Let's Play. If you're reaching this at this moment and watching this, you probably have subscribed. And I still encourage you to, pass it on to your friends. Let them know about this channel. Just play random ass video games. Not too random. I mean, there's some that just seem like pretty okay or pretty interesting, out of the ordinary sometimes. This one's really out of the ordinary. This is Shibuya Scramble 428. So I'm just going to my part 2, and I do not guarantee a continuation on this unless I get enough people asking for this Let's Play to continue. So I'm giving this a Let's Play a chance, mostly because I like odd games. I'm willing to do it as long as someone really wants me to do it with, you know? Like, I'm not gonna just waste my time if nobody's gonna want it. So the whole point is, let's see how this video game, if it's even living up to the hype. I'm pretty sure there's volume, some sort of noise coming in the background. It's probably me talking. Anyway, just making some posts saying hello to everybody on Facebook, letting everybody know that I am sharing, so you know that know about my Let's Play channel. It's a pretty cool one, man. I suggest you check out my library. I got other playlists. God of War, Let's Play. I do have to warn that somewhere in between there's one Let's Play with no sound, and that's because I forgot to turn on my headset. I know my headset's on. Actually, let me check. It's on. See, I'm not talking into the wind right here, so I'm letting everybody know what today Let's Play is up and running. So I go to a few groups, but yeah, YouTube is it's where I keep all my videos, and it's the most reliable way to do it. I do Twitch every once in a while, but it doesn't save because it doesn't get a lot of popularity, so I kind of don't start with that. And it doesn't seem right to just try and then you don't see any of your content because it just doesn't go anywhere. It's like, well, there's no content for them to see if there's no content that you let us, let other people base you on. Does that make sense? I mean, and then eventually Twitch lets you, but right at this point, I'm in the very still slow beginner state. So anyway, Shibuya Scramble. If you never heard about this game, I don't blame you. This is one of those very Japanese games that has a lot to do with detecting. No, not really. It's like a choose your own adventure book, and as far as I got it. So, like I said, I've been hyped. Everybody's cup of tea, and just to let you guys know, this doesn't really have like English audio, so it's also on, so maybe people will appreciate it, maybe not. Anyway, hope you enjoy this Let's Play. Okay, so select a character. So I did this one, this police dude undercover trying to catch this perpetrator that apparently kidnapped someone. So this whole thing is based around this kidnapping. Now, rose gold. I don't know. Anybody like that? It's nice. Ooh. Yeah, I picked that for my birthday. Anyway, just wanted to flaunt something. You can now select Ishido in Achi Endo, one of the other protagonists. So let's follow Achi's story for a little while. Alright, so now we go to Achi. So this dude is like, yo, I came into the scene, I was taking the I don't know, I forgot what the hell it was. Like, his story's a little flunky. So we're gonna find out what's up with his story. If you have no idea what is going on at this point, that's just to go back into my YouTube channel. I did make a playlist. So you go through my playlist, you will find Shibuya Scramble. Gonna be right now. I'm fixing the titles. For some reason, it saved the Stick of Truth. That's not what it is. You can just see clearly. It looks just like this screen right here, except without my guy's little my face different. Maybe, who knows? But this is around the same screen. Okay, so let's continue. Achi. Let's see where we're gonna go here. Is he laying down? Oh no, he's by the... Whoa! Super! This reminds me a little bit of one of those Shaun of the Dead type situations where they just do, like, cut into whatever they're doing. Achiendo called out at the door to his father's room. Okay, I'm heading out. Sure. His father sounded unconcerned. He didn't even open the door. Sure, you don't want me to stay here in the shop? It's not like you're gonna get any customers. Aki Grimmins. Aki, let's go call him Aki. Aki Grimmins. Yeah, I guess not. The drawer by the front door held a stack of heavy-duty trash bags. And just so you know, I can't read that either. I'm just gonna assume some of the words. Aki pulled out a few of them out. Guess it's gonna be that kind of day. He stuffed the trash bags into his pockets and slipped his favorite pair of sneakers. Slick. Like those the entryway into the family shop. Various pieces of electronics were piled up like so much junk in a tiny retail space. The slightest bump brought the risk of an avalanche. Aki moved his way through the gas-spinned appliance like a spelunker exploring a cave. You make your way past the 109 building, then up through the Dolgentit's dimly lit interior, you'll find rows of wares, all caked in dust. At a glance, you might as well assume the place was closed. A mom-and-pop place like Endo's couldn't compete with a big customer. So far, the store had remained in business, thanks to the locals who appreciate that they made their house calls to do repairs. But things weren't looking good for the future. Aki, the eldest and nominal successor to the business, had no interest whatsoever in working there. Aki stepped out of the shop into the sunny morning air. The good weather lifted his spirits. Alrighty, time to do this. He unfurled one of his big garbage bags, which caught the wind and fluttered like a cape. Then he slowly made his way towards Shibuya Station, scanning his surroundings all the while. Sheesh, this place is filthy. He paused to pick up a plastic bottle that was tossed on the ground. Then, with a heavy sigh, he slipped the crushed receptacle into his trash bag. He's been picking up trash around town like this for about 6 months now. And it's gotten so that the sort of garbage most people do him like a sore thumb. Most days, they fill his trash bag to the top by the time he made it from his house to Dogonzaka to the train station. Okay. Today, he was halfway to the station when the woman's anxious voice caught his attention. I'm sorry. I'm in a bit of a hurry, please. Here. He looked up and saw a timid-looking woman being confronted by two, one with brown hair, one with black. From the look of them, he guessed that the men were scouts of some hostess club. He ran into the sort of thing pretty frequently in his trash-cleaning walks around town. Another kind of trash to take. Aki quickly imposed himself between the girl and the two recruiters. Hey, can't you see that you're bothering her? Huh? Who the hell are you? The two men glared. Take a hike, pal. Aki stood to the ground. Look, she ain't interested. Just gonna have to find some other mark. The hustler's annoyance turned to open rage. Well, listen to you. Got a bit of a mouth, huh, buddy? The brown-haired thug smacks his lips around the chewing gum like a dog worrying a bone? Okay. Oh, I didn't do great in English, so if that's what this is, well, we take this someplace more quiet. Yeah? Do I really have to see what what it is? The group stood by the uneasy watchings of the going on. Hey, take it easy. I'm not looking for trouble. Is that supposed to be an apology? On your knees and beg, pal. The man spat his gum onto the ground. Aki looked down at the glistening wad of gum on the sidewalk. His last shred of goodwill vanished. You better pick that up. What? Did you hear me? 'Cause I told you to get down on your knees and... Shut up, grabbing the man by the jaw. Whoa, easy, pal. The other man's bravo drained from his face. Aki tightened his grip to the brown-haired hustler's jaw. Sweat dripped from the man's reddening brow. The man struggled, but Aki just tightened his grip. Gums. Real pain in the ass to clean up. After it's gotten stuck to the street, you know. Ever stop to consider that? Wait, are you... The other hustler's panicked eyes had fixed on Aki's chest. Oh, crap! That shirt, man! The guy's voice was starting to break. That's the Mean Clean! The guy with the Mean Clean shirt! Carrying around a trash bag, that means you're... Mean Clean! The other man echoed the words through his held-shut jaw, tears swelling up on his eyes. Get it right, pal. Aki clenched the man's jaw harder still. It's Mean Clean. We're sorry, man. You're Aki, right? Dude, we honestly have no idea. Come on, man. You gotta cut us some slack. The man scrambled to snatch the wad of gum off the street, stuff it into his pants pocket. Damn. Finally, Aki let go of his companion. The brown-haired hustler's face was twisted up in fear, tears streaming down his cheeks. Gasping out hasty apologies, the two thugs scampered off. Hey, so... The shy came to the girl's face. What, am I supposed to... Rokyu Kaijima's a second-year student. Oh. Ryoko. So this is the girl, okay. So this hustler smashed the corner of her... Okay. Thank you for saving me. No, I apologize. Girl stared in surprise. You'll run into creeps like that now and then, but don't hold it against us. Shibuya's good town. Oh, yeah, okay. Aki gave her a quick and continued on his way down Dogensaka. Aki was Shibuya's born and raised. He was keenly aware of all the changes Ward has seen since he was a kid. Yeah, I changed my voice a little bit. Grocery store and conspicuous little side streets, tiny parks nestled between buildings. Aki knew it all like the back of his hand. Trash, human or otherwise, had no place in this town, not in his watch. So he's a vigilante of sorts, but he means, well, is that Who's that up there? Yo, okay, maybe I don't know this girl. Aki made his way down towards Shibuya Station. Throngs of people shuffled to and fro across the scramble. The view shifted constantly from a moment to the next, almost as if the city itself were alive. And if the city was a living thing, then Shibuya Station was its heart, with streets like Bankamura, Dori, and Central Guy serving as artists pumping bloodstreams made of people. Today, as ever, the heart was pumping that blood to every nook and cranny of Shibuya, and there was Aki, just another part of his great urban organisms. Guess I'm the one of the city's white blood cell. Maybe I'm a red blood cell? Hold on. Is that right? Or did I have it right the first time? White blood cells eliminate pathogens from the bloodstream. Red blood cells carry oxygen to the body. Aki was probably thinking of the white cells. Just so you know, he was thinking about the white cells. Just in case if you didn't know. Just small little pause. You guys, if you want to see some crazy cool stuff, go see Cells at Work. That anime is pretty freaking dope. Cells at Work, they talk about a lot about that stuff, so it's not like just, you know, just whatever. It's actually pretty intelligent stuff, and they put it as anime form, and it's oof. I suggest you go for it. If you like this story so far, like, and maybe a subscribe, who knows, you know. Coffee. Anyway, let's keep going. Emerging from his reverie, he noticed a rather confused young woman standing by the statue of Hakiko outside Shibuya Station. Ooh, she's totally my type. To be up someone's alley, to be someone's cup of tea. Why can't you just say something like, think that you're as the most compatible to each other? No, you gotta put more allegories and shit like that. Oh, okay, I'm just saying. Like, alright. Strike one, Shibuya. Anyway, I wonder if she's a model of, oh, we're small-time actress or something. Looks like she's waiting for someone. Probably another guy. Dang. Good looking as she was, there's no way she wasn't already taken. What kind of guy escort a girl like that? Probably a rich-ass CEO of an IT company or something. Crouching down to tie off the trash bag, he continued gazing down wistfully at the girl, then noticed something peculiar. She was carrying an attached case, the kind of businessmen might use. It was a large case and apparently so heavy that she was struggling to hold it despite using both hands. Now, what kind of a person makes a young lady lug around something heavy like that? Aki figured he'd offer to carry it for her. But first I gotta dump this trash. He looked around to see if there was a garbage bin near. Okay, you've reached the decision point. Let's have actually not approach. Okay. Use the D-pad to select that option and press it. The cross button. Yes, that's the official name of the stupid X button. The cross button. Alright, let's do this. So, let's go to the selection. It's because in the other story that I just did with the cop, he did approach her and that's where he got in trouble. So now I'm gonna avoid that whole situation and make the story keep going forward. But first I gotta go dump this trash. He looked around to see if there was a garbage bin nearby. Now Aki won't approach Hitomi, which means he'll avoid being arrested by Kato. At the same time, Kano's fate will also change, and he will no longer wind up at bad end. So let's switch back to Kano's story using the time chart. Press triangle to open it. Okay. Time chart. Whoa! Now we're doing stuff. Alright, this is the time chart. It shows the protagonist's progression. Through the story, decisions points are marked with A fork in the road. Cool. Kano's fate was changed based on Aki's actions. Okay, so his 10 to 30 block, then press X. Let's go to that, I guess. So because I changed that, I go back to this. Alright. Boom, boom, boom. Selected. So I just pressed the time chart. So I switched. I suppose you'd call it that. Kano gave a crackle at his partner's line of shame. There he is! Kuza's voice chirped around through the Kano's earpiece. Whoa, the man in the black coat. He's not Japanese. Looks to be in his early 30s. Okay, so this is something that just changed, because I was in Kano's story earlier, and so now we're changing. And this dude right here, stereotypically, come on, dude. They're all Japanese, and then there's a white guy. Suspicious-wise, like, it could be, I could be there myself. Just imagine me just be like, hey, I like anime. And it's like, oh, it's the Mexican guy, that 6'3" tall Mexican just sticking out like a fucking tower. Just saying, this is just, early 30s. Yeah, that sounds like, yeah, they just change me and him. Early 30s, right there. Boom. Okay. Let's just keep going. The man in the black coat, he's not Japanese, looks like he's I get mixed up by now. Another man has appeared instead by changing what Aki did. You've also changed Kano's story. A foreign man had emerged from the crowd, about 15 feet from where he told me was standing. He made his way towards her, his expression blank. He didn't match the description he told me had given them, but Kano felt a jolt of nerves all the same. Maybe the kidnapper was using an accomplice to snatch the ransom payments. Alright, Sasayama raised an eyebrow. This may be our guy. This was it. Kano swallowed a lump on his throat and is ready for action. Blood rushed to his leg muscles, banishing the stiffness that he had begun to take hold. Oh shit! What? Sup, baby? You come over here and dropped in? Was this the culprit? Do I look like that dude from Star Wars? You know, the new guy, Kylo Ren? That guy, you like Star Wars? Or perhaps the stranger took hold of the attached case. Hey, Curly, YOLO. It was him! And Ness, the detective, began to close in. Let's go, Kano! On it. Sasayama and Kano leapt into action, but they never expected what happened next. With the case clutched to both arms, the man veered suddenly, running right towards them. What? Keep out! Boom, 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 boom. Oh, okay. Kano's story has suddenly hit keep out. Reversed to a point in the story where your progression is currently stopped. In order to advance beyond the keep out, you need to jump from another protagonist's story. At 10:30, Aki has the text. Young man in a suit. Set of red keywords checking this. Red keywords will allow you to jump from Aki's story back to Kano's. Now head back to Aki's story and keep an eye out for that. Key phrase. Oh, okay. Try following the story from Aki. 10:30. Approach the girl. Okay, so 10:30. I could have kept going too in a way, but it's trying to teach me to go in certain patterns, so I keep following. This is still kind of a tutorial. It's not one of those that you have to be like coming back forth. This whole thing is gonna get parts, which one switch, and just trying to figure out the puzzle. So this might not be the cup of tea for a lot of people. Alright. Water Temple, Legend of Zelda, Ocarina of Time. That's what I meant, just in case. Okay. So, approach the girl at Hachimo. Okay. I think I'm supposed to go down on that one, right? Approach the girl. Okay. First I gotta dump the shots to see if there was a nearest bar. Okay. Huh? A man had come up beside. Oh, we're continuing, okay. It didn't go to a whole You can't go. No, you can. Okay, he was dressed in black and he wasn't Japanese. Thanks for you to notice that he wasn't Japanese. He looks Caucasian. The other kind of Asian. It looked like they were having a conversation. The girl nodded tensely as something the man said. Aki stared. Something tells me that's not her boyfriend. Oh, the girl handed the attached case over to the man. He took hold of it with his right hand and began walking briskly away. Whoa! A nearby homeless man suddenly leapt over Aki and broke into a run, as if he'd been waiting in this very moment. Homeless man? What is that? You don't need to know. It's too much info for us, what a homeless man is. I think it's like, the way they designed this is like for people that really don't know things about things. They never gotten out of anywhere. Does that make sense? Like, it expects you to not have traveled somehow. Anyway, sprinting alongside of it was a young man in a suit. Some words in the text appear to be red. Red text denotes important keywords are left. You jump between different protagonists. Story Assist allows you to shift between characters at a specific points. These can also allow you to clear out and keep out in another character's story and let you read on. If you come across a red text, press square to underline it and press X. A window will appear allowing you to jump from one protagonist to another at that point. Press X to continue. The other character's story after the key. Okay, damn, dude, I got it the first time. Alright, let's go. Oh, I gotta press it twice. Whoa! By performing a jump from this screen, you can advance to another. Protagonist stories pass to keep out. Press X to confirm and jump over to current story. Alright. Okay, here we go. Continuing. Let's go, Kano! On it. Sasayama and Kano leapt into action. You did it! Fucking, you're kissing my ass too much, man. Jumps excited but successful. In 428, you will often need to jump to get past another character's keep out jump. From red keywords to clear out the keep out. Oh my god. Oh my god. I don't care now. I don't care. I don't care. I honestly don't care what it's telling me. Press to open the time chart. Yeah, I got that before. And can we play the game now? Okay. If this is even a game at this point. Because you're fucking so linear. You might as well just fucking... Baby feed me. That's how babies get fed. I never expect it to happen next. With the case clutched in both arms. The man suddenly veered, running right towards them. What? Catching sight of the two detectives, the suspect staggered to a halt, then bolted off in another new direction. Kano whipped off his costume glasses and followed in hot pursuit. At the crosswalk, the signal changed to red, and the flow of foot traffic abruptly halted. Just as quickly, hundreds of cars all lurked into motion. There's no escape for a culprit now, or so it appeared. The converging cops slowed their pace. Confidently, their man was cornered. Then the foreigner barreled straight into the intersection, dodging between the oncoming cars without any hesitation. The mob of detectives came to a halt, not eager to rush to their deaths along with him. Kano, however, remained in hot pursuit, charging into the traffic at the crossing. Kano, are you crazy? Come back! Kano heard Sasayama shouting, but his speed kept carrying on onward. With shouts echoing all around him, Kano closed in on the foreigner. Just a little closer. Just a little closer and he'll be in tackling range. He leaned forward, preparing to pounce, his eyes fixed on the culprit's feet. It was now or never. Kano, back off! Don't take him out! Take him down! It was Kuze, shouted through Kano's earpiece. Huh? Kano hesitated in surprise. Had he ordered not to apprehend the criminal? Let him go for now, the real purpose someplace else. The purpose of charging for pepper tater. There you go, just in case it... What had happened to the plan? He'd been told that all personnel were to secure the area ASAP. Didn't HQ want them to catch the arrest team? Stay on the foreigner's tail. Well, kidnappers hit this. Okay, there's a team of people. Business teams get busy cross-referencing photos. Even if the foreigners was not an underlying hire to this one task, the police had now tipped their hats had they been lying in wait. If they didn't lock things down now and get more info on the kidnappers, the girl's life might be at stake. Kind of recalled another maxim from this dictionary. Dictor. Always assume the worst case scenario. The Kuze had told him to let this guy go. That implied he was counting on a team now on position. But if the crook had planned a way to break through the police, dragnet, and escape with the ransom, he succeeded. What was the right call here? Should he take the guy down or back off after all? Letting the perp escape now is too big of a risk. He had to catch this guy ASAP. Let the other officers chase the other guy. Kano had his own job to do. Oh, I'm going for that. Kuze's instructions had been clear. Let the other officers chase after the guy. Kano had his own job to do. He broke off his pursuit, pointed the next wave of detectives to the direction the foreigner had fled. Kano had almost gotten close enough to get a good look on the guy's face, but if Kuze had ordered him to let the guy go, well, his boss should know what he was doing. The perp was someone else's problem now. He had just ceased his pursuit when Kuze fell in his ear. Someone's taking him, he told me. Kano recognized Kuze's trademark squawking immediately. Subject's male, he appears to be carrying a gun. He's fleeing in the direction of Meiji Dori. What? Kano could hardly believe it. He told me had been kidnapped? Had she been abducted by somewhere, had taken Maria? But why? Someone must have been waiting for the moment when the police took their eyes off her. Something's wrong here. What in the world's going on? Kano hurried to search the man who had been taken Hitomi. If he was heading towards Meiji Dori, there was a good chance they'd gone down to one of the alleyways nearby. After darting through the side streets, he spotted a different man, another foreigner crossing the street. The man was dressed in black, just like the guy who grabbed the ransom money. Cruz is right, the kidnapper wasn't acting alone. But wait, something was amiss. He told me it wasn't with him. Where was she? Kano skipped around the corner and stopped short. The man in black was standing there, pointing a gun right at him. Before Kano could react, the man fired. Kano felt hot all over, as if he were on fire. All except for his cheeks pressed against the asphalt. In the palms of his hands, they felt so cold. There was nothing he could do. Nothing, that is, except lie there and watch as his killer turned and walked away. Bad egg, shot by the foreigner. By trying to find the man who taken Hitomi, Kano ran into a different criminal, and unfortunately for him, he got shot. If the criminal hadn't been able to get near Hitomi, she probably couldn't have been taken. Have Achi take the choice to talk to Hitomi instead. At 10:35. So now we're changing it back? At 10:35, okay. Alright. Yes. 10:35, I go to Achi. Okay. So now I change it back? So I just open one up so I can go back to the... Okay. Now, what kind of person makes a young lady lug around something heavy like that? Aki figured it over to carry it to her. You just told me not to do this, and now I'm doing it again. Or I'm doing it for the first time, and technically, it's just so freaking weird. Okay, let's go. The girl kept shifting her grip. It was clear. The strain on her knee holding the case when she hasn't set it down. Whatever was inside had to be something pretty important. Aki made his way to her, bristling inwards, however, had left her waiting to like this. If I were you, I'd bust the head of the perp that kept you waiting. Oh, the punk who kept you waiting. Huh? That thing looks heavy. Let me carry it for you. The girl stared back at Aki with wide eyes, but said nothing. Really, I'm happy to help. I'm not going to steal it or anything. And he impulsively reached to the attach case. An instant later, a group of men descended from all sides. Whoa, hey, what the hell? For an instant, Aki froze, unable to process what was just happening. He tried to run, but the man shoved him unceremoniously in the ground and held him there. They were shouting out something other than he couldn't get out the words. The more he tried to struggle, the harder they held him down. What the hell is this? You can tell us what's down at the precinct. The men in the suit belt knelt along the flashing police badge. What? You're arresting me? The heck did I even do? Instead of answering, they shoved Aki into the backseat of the patrol car. He gazed directly out the window. He could still see the girl. She didn't have the case anymore. Now she was talking to a man with a cane. Was he the person she'd been waiting for? A moment later, the car turned to the corner and the two men slipped out of the vehicle. Aki slumped back in the seat, sulking and silent. Several hours passed. After a bunch of pointless questions, the police finally determined he was innocent, and his father came to pick him up. For a long while, Aki just stared intently to the window of the car. Finally, his father caught his attention. The old man seemed to be in a surprisingly good mood, despite having to collect his son from the jailhouse. Aki, there's something I want to talk to you about. If it's about me taking over the shop now, it's not the time. No, it's not that. Let's just get home first. Sure, don't feel like going out today anyway. But now that I'm curious, what do you want to talk about? I got some good news. I think you'll be pleased. I'm not sure I like the sound of that. Don't tell me you're getting remarried or something. Dad, the sound of that. And so began a very long conversation. Bad end. Arrested. Okay. Whoa. Okay. So I get arrested. That's the end of that one. Alright. So I go back to this one. Alright. Just keep going, keep going, keep going. So we saw what happens if I do talk to her directly. I think it has to do more about that part right after this. So in this point, instead of the switch back, I stay on Aki's storyline. Okay, whoa, the nearby homeless man suddenly left over. The young man in a suit, then seemingly from everywhere, a whole bunch of other guys burst into motion. First one, then another, a third, a fourth, fifth, over a dozen now. What the heck? Clearly something big was going down. Were they after the attach case? Within moments, Aki lost sight of them all through the crowd. With that many people, the guy with the case was sure to get caught. But wait, what about that girl? Aki turned back around. The girl was still there. She was staring in the direction of the man who had taken the case had gone, a worried expression on her face. I could take the feeling that something was very young. Maybe he should talk to her and ask her what was going on. Another crazy day in Shibuya. You have to be shooting a scene on a filming location. It would probably be a mistake to intrude. No, we want to talk to her. So this is the way we talk to her, not the other way that I assumed somehow. It's just, it is what it is. This game is an adventure book that you're unraveling. Aki couldn't shake the feeling that something was very young. Maybe he should talk to her and ask what's going on. But just as he was making up his mind, Radley business dude shuffled awkwardly over to her first. Was there something wrong with one of his legs? He was using a cane to walk. Then one of his hands had slipped into his jacket pocket. Aki could scarcely believe his eyes. Whoa, hey, we're in a cap gun around here? A revolver? What's a revolver? If you don't know, come on, man. You should know. It's a gun, okay? Suddenly, a young man came running through the crowd. Seeing him, the man with the cane turned his heel and vanished in the scramble. What's going on? What is all this? The young man was closing to the girl, an expression of grim. The guy's up to no good. Aki sprang into motion. Go! Leaping high, Aki delivered a high-flying kick right between the man's shoulder blades. The guy went down, but recovered surprisingly fast, spinning back to his feet to grapple with Aki. What the hell is your problem? What the hell's your problem, man? Aki snapped. The two stood staring each other down as the crowd swirled around them. Let go of me. Let go of me first. After you let go of me, sure. You first, pal. Don't you call me pal, man. Don't you call me pal. Man, pal. Neither man was willing to yield. To avoid a scuffle, passersby were staring from all sides. Well, crap. Aki got a sudden sinking feeling. What the hell am I even doing? Jumped over his head as usual. His anger melted away, he loosened his grip. Without further argument, the other man let go of Aki's jacket. Turning quickly away, the stranger hurried over to the statue of Achiko, where he dropped his knees and dejected. The girl who'd been standing there was nowhere to be seen. maybe waiting for on? The guy was clearly upset that she was missing. He decided, it was the guy she'd been waiting. The guy was clearly upset that she was missing. Aki actually felt kind of bad for him. He decided it would be wise to leave us elsewhere. Phew. He hurried back along the road of his house. The wind had gone out of the sails and he didn't feel much like cleaning up trash anymore. Well, I guess I'm ready to first read some manga and go to bed. Better play it safe before the day got any worse. Bed end. Tussle with a stranger. Aki's interference with a young man, it was Kano, interrupted the detective's sting. If Aki didn't act on impulse when he saw Kano heading for Hitomi, things would have gone differently. But how can you make sure Kano doesn't return and startle Aki? The key lies further along in Kano's story. It seems like it. Okay, this is probably my last turn into the story. It's really not going anywhere, honestly. I think. So I go back to Kano. Follow or not? Is it? Okay. That's the only choice part. Wait. Said in Kano though. Is there another decision? Wait. Okay. Maybe it's in this? She told me try hitting on her. Okay. No. How the hell does this work? That's got to be him. Kano took a step forward and hesitated. The situation hasn't been entirely clear. That can't be it. That can't be it. That makes no sense. None of it makes sense like that. So they're just going back to him again and just saying follow, not follow? Let's try that one first. Maybe it is? Okay. Had his own job to do. Okay, so the perp, it wasn't him. Him going after the dude. Alright, let's go. Let's go catch this guy ASAP. The man darted down to the narrow alleyway. Kano ran faster. The man sprinted to the side streets. Evidently, he knew this way around the Shibuya pretty well. He noticed two people over to the trash pile. At first, they appeared to be a young couple. Then, looking more closely, he realized that the girl was Hitomi. Mr. Kuze, I've located Hitomi Osawa. A couple took off running to the rough-looking guy dragging Hitomi by the hand. Didn't I just change back the other part where he... What? Running, the rough-looking guy dragging Hitomi by the hand. She's with a man in his 20s. It looks like she's being led away against her will. Clarify, please, Kasuma demanded. What's going on? I'm not sure. Was this guy a member of some criminal group? It looked like two were running away from something. Alright, we'll handle the foreigner. You go ahead, go at it. Kind of sprang into action. stop right there. The young man glanced back at Kano, but rather than stopping, he picked up speed, continued to drag Hitomi along with him. She didn't see him quite able to keep up. Kano knew he would rather catch them. He tried to close the distance in a sprint. After a short distance, the young man stopped, realizing he couldn't outrun his pursuer. Shielding Hitomi behind him, he glowed at Kano. Why did you run off? Kano demanded. Us. He blinked an eye. People didn't just bolt like that without good reason. The young tough stared, edging away, keeping Hitomi behind him. Kano followed. Look, just let the girl go. The guy glanced back at Hitomi. She shook her head fearfully. Maybe this troublemaker had warned her to keep her mouth shut. You got this, Kano. Just don't let them out of your sight. God! I saw him blow from the top of the head left. His eyes spun and reeled with vertigo. There was a flapping sound and a vague black shape wheeled above him. Was that a crow? It was the last thing Kano saw before his vision went dark. Bad end. What? Was that a crow? Alright. In the midst of Hatch case, Kano happened across Tomi and Hatch. While confronting them, he suffered a blow in the head and was knocked out cold. But Aki only came this way because he thought it was the quickest way to escape with Hitomi. If it had gone for the police box instead, things might have gone differently. The key is that Aki does at 10:30. Alright, so at this point they just gave it away from me again. At least that's the theory. I'll go over here. Wait, I think I messed up. No. The jump is to open the spot. Okay, I gotta go back. Approach the girl. Chico. 30? No, it said 10:30. Never mind. 10:35. They did say 10:35. Let's go back. Okay. At this point, if it doesn't work, I don't know, man. Okay. It all depends on what he does next. So I saw that if he goes there, the other guy gets he apprehends him. Go here. Yeah, dump the trash, This happens. The guy comes, okay. Stare, something tells me that's not her boyfriend. Side hand, okay. Then he gets hit. Homeless man sounded left. You know what? I think it has to do with the jump. So let's try that. $10:30 jump? Is that what it is? 10:30. Wait, didn't it say it's a 10:35? Ah, okay. This game is just trying to really veer me into making bad decisions, isn't it? I'm probably not even gonna get it. Okay. So it goes to the same stuff. Shouldn't feet. And then I'm pretty much back to where I started. Ah, this is not good. What exactly am I supposed to do there? Achi or Kano? Wait. How do I know which one's the time? That's the time jump after. Dang, this is kind of hard. Because I go to Aki, and dang it, maybe I'll have to look this up, because this is such horseshit. Trying to figure this one out. Because now I'm stuck in a spot in the game that it does, where he kind of, what's the deal? Turned back around, the girl was still there. She was staring in the direction. Alright, let's go to another crazy day at Shibuya. They had to be shooting the scene from a film of page 2. Go. Yeah, I bet that's what it is. Somehow the TV show with the kidnapping the girl had to be ransomed off. There's probably some actor lurking around being playing a suave, handsome detective. Aki gave a chuckle and turned away. Soothing breeze blew whispers, his crowd drifted ahead, picked up an ace day to shoot. Smiling inwardly, he resumed his trash-picking mission, wondering what other surprising day would hold. A few minutes later, he heard the loud bang, and the scramble went into an uproar. Huh? Someone blew a tire? People were running into all directions to see what made the sound. Oh, maybe they're shooting an action scene now? Aki was a tad bit curious, but he strolled away from the scramble without looking back. Maybe head out to Tatsuya today to stretch his legs a bit. It was the best not to get distracted. There was trash that needed to be collecting. I don't think this is a good... Picked another bad end. Your future is garbage. Oh, come on. So, I approach the girl, I get my ass kicked. Okay. Okay, so, am I missing something here? Okay, so let's go again. We're going back. We're seeing this dude again in the cane. That dude has a gun. Sailing before her head. She had noticed the man in the cane now. Seeing the gun pointed at her, she froze. Aki didn't hesitate. Looking to full round, he tackled the gunman and all his might. Caught off guard. Body Woodry just suddenly kept on holding his weapon, quickly scrambled back to his feet. Aki knew it was not that fast. He grabbed the ashen-faced girl by the arm and attempted to drag her away. This way, he shouted. He just stared at him, uncomprehending, trembling like a shadowed animal. Come on around. Finally, he get a girl stabbed to the face and they fled. Let's just get out of here. Oh, police box. Let's go. Okay, it told me to go there this time. Okay, pay attention. If I get a bad end again, it's because this game is just deliberately making me shit my pants. Let's go. Let's go. I figured it out. Okay, still pulling the girl by the hand, Aki head to the police bar outside the train station, but it was empty. There were always policemen staffing these things. Why did it have to be unmanned? Aki flashed a worried glance around him and saw the assassin in pursuit like a man possessed. Yikes, this is not good. There was nothing they could do but run. With the frightened girl in tow, Aki ran beneath the Yamanote Line railway overpass. Don't worry, just trust me, he told her. But first, he sped past the convenience store. There was an employee cleaning up the sidewalk. Here, take this, will ya? Aki tossed over the tobacco trash. Wait, huh? Banyos? I thought this was Japan. What's going on here? This way. They slipped through the crowd again and into a nearby back alley. But this way's a dead end, the girl said breathlessly. Like I said, just trust me. Stopping abruptly, Aki kicked down a wooden plank covering the gap between two buildings. Okay. Clear in the space was a person he could fit through. See? We can get away through these and... Oh, and they're on their way. Oh, or something like that. But they'll just sit there looking terrified. What's the matter, Aki asked. Come on, we gotta hurry. But I... She looked at him as if he, too, was about to pull a gun on her. He could hardly blame her. After all, he was just some random guy who had turned up out of nowhere. But this was no time for dawdling. The man with the cane appeared at the end of the alley. If he just stood there, he was going to catch them. Okay, sweetheart, hear me out, he said in a rush. The name's Aki Ando. I live in the neighborhood, and I'm not gonna stand idly when a girl sees being chased by some killer. So please, just trust me. I'll do my best to keep you safe. He hopped into his eyes, could convince her he was being on her level. The moment the girl nodded her acceptance. Phew. Right, let's start with this. They had paused beside the enormous stack average crates. With a quick shove, Aki knocked the whole pile down, sending it cascading across the pursuer's path. No, that was a close call. The man with the cane was floundering, struggling to get past the fallen crates. My bad, man, Aki called out. Mind cleaning up after me? The man scowled back at them and fumbled for his gun. Aki flashed him with a wave goodbye, then slipped away between the buildings with the girl. Wow, this is quite the scramble. Here we go. Log lady, please tell me what the fuck is going on in this game. Hurry down the narrow alley. They emerged into the side street lined with a line dive bars and clubs. Assuming the man with the cane hadn't given up, he would probably lie in wait in the path back to the main road. Aki decided the best way to try to stay inconspicuous rather than risk getting caught on the move. Guess we can lie low here for a bit, he said. He led the girl to the entrance of the tiny old hostess club. She followed him reluctantly. Aki flickered the switch inside the front door, and Chenzi chandelier glowed into life. He sat the girl down to the small sofa beside the counter. She gave him a worried look. Aki felt a pang of embarrassment as he realized what she must be thinking. Oh no, don't get me wrong, Eddie. I'm not gonna try to find any funny business. Someone I know used to run this place. It's not in business anymore, so I figured we'll be safe here. The girl chuckled at his evident discomfort. All right then, she said. So we good? We're good. Okay, well, good. Aki made a vague attempt to straighten his disheveled clothes. So, how about some introductions? I'm Aki Endo. Like I said earlier, you can just call me Aki. I'm Hitomo-sawa. You can call me Hitomi. I guess. It's a new word with Hitomi's mouth. Aki felt his heart ring. She was charming and personable. Just about everything about her was captivating. Aki never met some other girl like her. Aki? What? It's something the matter. He was spacing out there for a bit. Aki shook his head with dispel his days. Damn it, this is no time to get all starry-eyed. He needed to think of some way to keep her safe from the guy who was after her. Sorry, there's a train outside. I don't have noise canceling at all, so this is how it is, man. Low budgets. Hard times. Whatever. Anyway, damn it, this is no time to get started tonight. He needed to think of some way to keep her safe from the guy who was after her. Look, can you tell me what the heck is going on? I need to know if I'm gonna help you. Right, okay. I'm not really sure where to begin. Hitami looked down, lost in thought. Apparently, hers was a long story. Alright, she said at last. I guess I'll just explain things as they have happened. Okay, hold up. Could you keep it as simple as you can? I mean, I'm not really the sharpest tool in the shed. Complicated explanations don't exactly my strong suit. Okay, Hitami chuckled. I'll try my best. She got comfortable, then started her story. Whoa, dude, that was too much! My fucking head exploded, bro! Well, anyway, so last night somebody abducted my sister. The kidnapper demanded to make the ransom hand out personally. Told me to stand in the statue of Hachiko Habuya at 10 o'clock in the morning to make the exchange, and so I did. Whoa, I'm sorry, hold up a sec. Oh, this just kept going without me. Aki had suddenly lost the thread of conversation. Could you stand that again, but like simpler? Sure. I'm just having trouble following all this all. I mean, is this the plot of some movie or soap opera? No, that's not. Or some kind of hidden camera show? Is this real? This really happened? The look in Tommy's eyes was dead serious. She's got to be telling the truth. What would be the point of lying? And he was seeing the attached case and the gunman himself. How much has the ransom, if you don't mind me asking? Hitami hesitated. 10 million yen, she said. After a moment, Aki gave a whistle of amazement. The detectives told her what was typically the amount of the kidnapper would ask for. It's plenty, that's for sure. I guess there's good money for that sort of thing. As soon as the word wore out, he realized his blunder. Ah, sorry, I shouldn't have put it that way. He fidgeted awkwardly as Tommy looked away. I'm an idiot, but okay, I think I get this. Guys who chased the guy who took the ransom were undercover cops? He replayed the scene in his head. But then the kidnapper took the cache case and ran, right? So if you were empty-handed, why'd that guy with the cane come after you? I'm honestly not sure. Hitomi's words trailed off. This was clearly difficult for her to talk about. Anyway, we should probably get out to the police as soon as we... No, can't do that. Hitomi's tone was resolute. I can't take this to the police. Why not? Aki waited for an answer, but none came. After a long and awkward silence, he stood up from her seat. I really appreciate the help, but I should get going now. She gave Aki a deep bow. Nuh-uh, hold on. What do you mean go? Go where? He heard her to intervene as she headed to the door. I don't want to cause you any more trouble. I have to figure the rest out on my own somehow. Hey, I said hold on. He told me he ignored him, and opened the door. And their argument came to an abrupt halt. Standing there was the man with the cane, his revolver in his hand. To be continued. Oh, we reached the end of a chapter, or what the fuck? Aki Endo's 10 p.m. story ends here. However, Shinji Kano still has more to do. Read along further in Kano's story. This one's on to be continued. If I remember right, it goes like that for most of the game. If you want to see the continuation of Shibuya Scramble onto Kano's story, which is our detective buddy, dude, guy, whatever, let me know in the comments. Just keep going. The story, it's interesting. A little bit confusing for me. I can still figure it out. It's not like a lot of crazy stuff, but oh man, I do feel like some of the parts just kind of like want to drag me somewhere that I don't want to go, and I just kind of feel like it's trying to amaze me, but it feels more like annoying when it's trying to say, you did this wrong, but you can't avoid it, because you literally have to, that end, you know? Does that make sense? Like the end of a story or whatever, what's going on? Return to title screen. Okay. Yeah, let's go to title screen. Anyway, thank you for joining me. This was Shibuya Scramble. It is a very different game, for sure. I'm not gonna say it's a bad game. It's got its own storyline and way of how it functions. But hey, I do gotta say that it's got its perks. So, like I said, hit me up in the comments. Go, no go. I will continue other Let's Plays at this point. I just wanted to tie this loose end for a second to see if it even got any hits or anything. So, hey, I'll keep narrating this whole story. It's quite the story, that's for sure. So, goodbye. On YouTube, what did I say? Gamer on Twitter, Facebook, and don't forget to check out Pone Sanchez, which is also it's actually pronounced Own Sanchez, but it's like PWN and Sanchez. You'll see if you find that rubber ducky, you know you've reached that right page. So that rubber ducky, that's been the logo for a while, and that's the first times I've done some Let's Play. So if you want to check it out, go ahead. That's more better technically enhanced because they have the person that does it actually has the equipment. I don't. I'm just going to very basic materials. So hey, sooner or later I'm going to be asking if I get enough more viewers and they want to donate to me, but at this point I don't have nothing. So right, I'm still enjoying doing this. Thank you for coming. Thank you for enjoying this. Till next time. Bye.